you won when you won it.
Oh, shit, is that your face? You're wearing a mask.
And I'm here to tell you that it's time, ladies and gentlemen.
It has taken many man-hours to get
And
here.
now you are ready for the final.
Next stop, New York City.
And the hits just keep on coming.
Now go, and do not return until you have the mask in your possession. To claim the mask.
They had won their freedom at last.
Well, hello and welcome there. How is everybody doing? I hope you're all doing very, very well. Welcome to race one of, well, qualifying race one for the Bathurst 1.2 hour. It's great to have you all here. I hope you're all going very well, very nicely indeed. Hello NSP, Lim Soon Sim. Aussie Anthony, great to have you here. Must be an early one for your good self. Lewis is here, great to see. Hamulin, welcome. I can see a few people in the server already. I just want to emphasize that I want to ask two things actually. Number one, if you're not on the list of entrants as at about 6 hours ago, 7 hours ago, then you will have to jump out of this server, please. The other thing I'll ask is if you're able to do the qualifying race on Sunday night, then again, I'll ask that you jump out. So let's go through them. Lewis R, I know you're on the list, so you're good. Piosco, also on the list. Charged 1999, you're on the list. Ryan there is spectating, that's who Lethal is.
That's me.
Tommy C, you've jumped in and you're jumping out. Awesome, thank you very much for that, Tommy, much appreciated.
I don't know if it's just me, but you sound a bit on-off.
A bit on-off. How is the audio, people? Let me know now. It's the start of the stream. This is when I want to fix this stuff.
That literally just sounded fantastic. So
okay, cool. Nice.
Might have just been a passing glitch.
Just having one of those moments.
Yeah. Just checking out a couple of these liveries of people on the server.
Yeah, okay.
And they've all adopted the Charlie Roscoe themes.
Oh, good. Good, good, good.
It's good to see.
That is exactly what I want to hear. Let's get the music turned down so hopefully people can hear your good self a little bit better, Ryan.
No one wants that, mate.
No one wants that. No one wants to hear Ryan. Right, let's get back to the entry list. Where did I get down to? The Hemulan. The Hemulan, obviously going to be on the list. Speedy Chicken, obviously on the list. Bert 98 is on the list. The last one to be added. Apologies for the mix-up there. I know that you missed out for a little while. The Conzio on the list. Did that just change order?
It probably did because people are setting laps.
Ah, yes, that's okay. We're all still good there. Them, check. Charged, $19.99. I've checked already. And Jono K. Let's have a look. I want to say Jono K is not on the list. I'm going to have to. And again, this is a list as of about probably 6 to 8 hours ago. If you've joined since then, which I still cannot see. So I think old John OK is going to have to get cut for now. You'll have to let me know if you're in the chat and you're going, I've signed up. You'll have to let me know.
Contact, like if he signs up or he has signed up in the last couple of hours or whatever.
Yeah.
Keep him as a reserve just in case. But yeah, obviously we've got to take priority to the first in, best dressed.
That is it. I'm sitting on kick there, Jono. This is your chance, mate. If you're in the chat, let us know. Do we have a good mix of different cars, Tommy? We actually do.
Yeah, there is.
We actually do. There's not a hell of a lot of double ups. There's a few Porsches. There's a few Mustangs. A couple of M6s. This is out. I'm looking at the whole list here.
What I will tell you though is that Red Bull is not sparing any change.
No, Red Bull is heavily sponsoring this entire thing. Not in real life, obviously, just to put that out there. Although they're more than welcome to contact me.
I was going to say, if they want to get into contact, we are open to discussion.
Please, absolutely. But I think Jono's going to have to go. I haven't heard anything from Jono. He's not on the list. So apologies, Jono. You'll have to let me know. And hopefully if I kick you and you need to come back in. One more check. He's not there. It is time to go, Jono. Apologies, big fella. But we're going to leave it open a little bit longer, wait for a few more people to join in. ED Velocity Bunny, it is an enduro race. Well, this is the qualifying race for an endurance race. So, because I've had too many people enter, then we are going to do some qualifying races to determine who's in the final and who's going to be in one of the other races. Well, we're going to have a backup race for the people who don't make the final. I think I'm going to close new entries here very soon as well.
What I also think you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get rid of visual damage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because although it's like minor impact and stuff like that, because it doesn't actually do anything to the car anyway, there's no real benefit to it, and it's just making some of these fantastic liveries just look like crap.
Look like crap. Okay, cool. That's something, if I did it now, it would rechange.
Oh yeah, we'll just do it for the race.
Yeah. Now let me see. Placer J, are you on the list? So this, at the moment, just to emphasise, if you are not someone that has already signed up, you cannot come into this room, and if you do, you shall be removed. So don't take offence to it, that's just how this one needs to run. Placer J, I've seen you around my lobbies before, but you're not on the list. So the place to J is going to have to go. And T guards. Do we have T guards?
Definitely liking Piesco's Porsche livery.
There's a no-go to T guards. These have all been checked out though. Hopefully we get a few more people for the race coming in yet. It hasn't been going for that long. I need to give people some time to get in. I need to... Need to put a post up, letting people know that the quali race is on.
I think you'll be pretty spot on there, Tommy.
What did Tommy say? I'm just...
From previous streams, I'm expecting Speedy Chicken to be fairly speedy.
Yes, he's certainly coming in as the favourite, but the grid order for this will be randomised, so he might not end up starting first.
Unfortunately, Chucky, unless your name's already on the list, we can't let you in here.
Yeah, for this race.
There'll be other races you can join in the future. But,
yes, there will. But this one's just had a bit of work go in behind it, so we have to reward the people that have already sort of gone and signed up and all the rest. So, yep. But there will be future races that everyone can get involved with.
Do you know what looks fantastic? When
What's
people
that?
are coming into the pits and they got a full grid. And there's like all these media people and everything taking photos and video cameras and stuff around and everything.
Yeah?
That's fantastic.
Who have we got? Let's watch the Speedy Chicken. Because he's a man that's it's going to go quite well, I'm tipping. When will the next qualifying race be? It will be this Sunday night, my time. So all details of that are on my website at charlieroscoe.com. You do have time to make a cup of tea, Hamulin. I'm going to give it a little bit longer. A little bit longer yet before I actually roll into race. Give people all the chance that I can. Now, what was I doing before I answered that question? Something important, I reckon.
Must have been.
Must have been. Had to have been. I don't know what else it could be. Yes, that's right. I'm trying to share the links and such. Try and encourage as many of the people who have signed up. Because I know all the people that have gone out of their way to sign up are going to be disappointed if they miss out on the quality races, which is why I'm trying to let them know in every outlet that I can. Hopefully because I've got the TV sound volume on at the moment, which I could turn down. Let me know, guys, if you can hear it and it's irritating in the background. That's something I can fix. Just so that I've got some audio as well. Right, Facebook and Twitter posts are up. ED, it would be cool if they put some Holdens in this game. Jamie, welcome. What's the name of the room? It is CR. But if you filter by friends list, then you will find it. Let's jump back out and check how the list is going. You might have to exit that. Okay, so we have a few more people in. James is certainly on the list. And we're looking for ISIM 001. Not on the list, I'm afraid. So you gotta go. But I'll give it another 4 minutes for people to join. But at the moment, what have we got? We've got 8 people in the race. Well, it's going to be good. It's going to be good for these 8 people because a lot of them are going to get through to the actual final race. I really don't want to have to open. I don't think I'm going to open the qualifying races up to anyone who wants to join. I think the only time I'll do that is for the actual race. If for whatever reason next weekend when I do the actual final race, if there's not enough people to fill the lobby, then I will open it up to anyone. So if you're in the chat next weekend and for whatever reason I can't fill the actual race lobby, then you will be welcome to join. But the qualifying races, I think I'm just going to stick exclusively to the people that are on the list already. Because what I don't want is for someone else to jump in and end up getting, winning, coming top 2 or 3 or whatever and getting through to the final. So I think I'm just going to keep the qualifying races exclusive to those who have signed up. Yeah, absolutely. Swampy. So can you do the tomorrow night one? Or is it just this one you can't?
No, he's working this weekend.
Right.
Warren's in.
Warren is in. Great.
Okay.
Good. Warren is in. Mojo 2000. I don't know if you were in before, but you're on the list. You're 1,000 miles from your PS4. That's going to create a problem.
It would certainly be a problem.
That's a long way. That's like, what, 1,800 kilometres? 1,600 kilometres. Welcome, Warren. Great to have you here. Great to have you in the server. I reckon, what do we reckon? Give it another, when do we roll to race? It's a 12-lap race. It's going to be about a 25-minute race.
Go at 8:05, therefore punch it through to about 8:30.
So 3 more minutes to join. I probably should have learnt some of the buttons for the spectate mode.
This is what we're all here for, though, mate.
Yeah, this is it. Watching some idiot make it up on the spot. Okay, so up and down changes people. Oh, Piosco's had himself a nasty one at the Forest Elbow there. Changing view is
see what I mean though about
triangle. Yeah.
the visual damage? Just makes that car look like crap.
Yeah. Well, I might turn it off for the final so that everyone's looking pretty.
In the final, obviously it doesn't really matter right now. But yeah, when you're gonna actually put the highlights or the replay of the race and stuff up, it'd be nice to have all the cars looking good.
How do you bring all the... Last time I brought up all the on-screen display, how did I do that?
Push circle.
It just pops up the start chapter.
Okay, so go into spectator options.
I gotta turn all on. There we go. And then when I hit circle, it shows the actual car. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Jamie just finished his livery, so he doesn't want anyone to crash into him.
Where's Jamie's car? Warren's got himself a nice AMG.
What time I go to Warren?
He's literally just gone out.
There we go. I got him. Oh yes, the Patronus AMG there.
There's some CR badges down the side of Mojo's Mustang.
Nice, I like it. There's a lot to like about this.
Go to either Mojo, Conzio, or Hamulin at the moment. There's a battle on for the... Oh, bit of an upsie. Sorry, Chucky. As we said before, there is an entry list that people have jumped on. So we've got to reward the people who've actually put in the effort first, even if you weren't aware of what was happening. It's it's a bit unfortunate, but there will be future events you can sign up for.
That there will. Now you can, Chucky, still sign up on the website. So there is a second qualifying race. So I encourage you to go and do that. Get your name on the list. Okay, so I think we've got the people that are going to be here for the race, which is good. It means more people with more chance of getting through. So that is all good. Now, how do I... Aha, the grid order. Now I need to go into my program here. So Chucky, just go to www.charlieroscoe.com and there's a link right on the front page that says Bathurst 1.2 hour. Head across to that. So whilst I do this, whilst I hit randomize here and then put them all in their randomized order, let's flick across to that. And let me go over to my randomization program on my computer and hit randomize and then put them in the order that it randomized them in. Won't be a moment here. Okay, done. I have switched them all, and this is based off a randomization program, which I entered people's names into and hit randomize. This is the order they gave me. So let's go back to the grid and how they stacked up. That is your starting positions, people. Yes, Nightbot is angry at me. So we've got the Conzio in pole position, Warren Walker in second, the Hemulin in third place, Jamie in fourth, then Lewis R, Piosco, Speedy Chicken down the bottom. I didn't even think about that when I was doing the list. Might be a good one to watch come through. Mojo 2000, Charge 1999, and Bert 98 last. So that is how they're going to stack up. So the laps is 12 laps, which means you are either going to have to pit or you're going to have to watch your fuel. So I think without further ado, I'm going to roll to race. I just want to do one thing before I start that so I can focus on the actual race and the actual viewing of the race. Now if I go to, just going to copy and paste this so people have got some links in the actual. Done. There's all the links there I've pasted. So, let's do this.
Let's.
Now, who did I say was starting at a pole? Good luck, everybody. Best of luck. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's right. The Conzio starting at a pole.
And just a hot tip, if you win, that's good, but we're not actually looking at how fast you are. We're looking at how you race.
Yeah, well, it's both. It's both. It's pace and
like,
it's cleanliness.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we cross the line for the first time, see how much action we get in the first corner. Nice and clean at the front. Nice and clean at the front for the Conzio there. Let's bounce down a little bit further. Oh, Piosco's had a big one there. Had a big one straight off at turn one. Not good. It looks like Mojo's still been stuck behind him. Not sure if Mojo was actually involved in that incident or not, but there you go. Mojo is still bringing up the rear there, so a bit of an untidy start for those guys. Speedy Chicken is set off. Might have been involved as well. I can see he's actually 4 seconds behind Charged, so he's got a lot to do. He's got a lot to do in front of him, but let's go check back up the top as how we going. Conzio there just starting to pull away a little bit from Warren, who's under pressure slightly from Hemulin. And by slightly, I mean Hemulin is wearing him like a cheap suit. Be interesting to see if Hemulin can get past. A bit of a kiss on the wall there for Warren. It's just going to keep an eye on Hemulin there for a while. Also just realising that my voice is actually a little bit ahead of the footage you're watching, so I just need to chill my bits on that.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it any spoilers. I think I can program that into to OBS for the next race, but learning by doing. So anyway, as we enter Conrod Straight for the first time, Conzio walking away at the front, actually got a 3-second lead, so it's a good deal in the Mustang there for the Conzio. Keeping an eye on Warren Walker, who's under a lot of pressure by the Hemulin there. Looks like the Charge 1999 has dropped off just slightly off the back, and no big dive there into the chase by Hemulin. So gap back to the Charge is 1.2 seconds. So he's certainly not out of it. He's certainly staying in touch, and things will settle as well after the first lap, I think. There we go. The Hemulin under attack. In fact, he's got it done. He's got it done under power on the front straight there, past Warren Walker. So good racing by Warren. I suppose the next threat he's got to think about now is the charge to... that overtaking manoeuvre has actually allowed charge to catch right up to Warren. That Patronus livery does look quite nice, I will give you that. And welcome, Scurbs. Welcome to everyone who is watching the first qualifying race for the Bathurst 1.2 hour that I will be running next weekend. Ooh, nice clean racing there. I like to see that. I like to see the charge there going up the inside of Warren. Kept it all nice and clean. And takes off after Hemulin. Now let's go back and check out how Speedy Chicken's going. Someone that I think a lot of people thought was going to have a pretty good race here.
Speedy's been unfortunately caught up in a couple of events now.
Has he been involved in a couple?
Yeah, so I don't think any of them are he's doing so far.
Okay, so he's had a bit of a rough time.
Not into the chase wasn't his problem. I don't know what happened at Hell Corner to start the race, but he was definitely involved in both of those.
Yeah, right. Well, he's on the march now. He's caught up to Jamie. So see if he can skip past. Actually quite a nice looking livery there, despite the damage that's all over the car. Yes, it looks like
V10 Viper's definitely got some hope.
It does. It's come out of the Forest Elbow as he comes up, heading towards the fastest corner in Australian motorsport, nearly side by side. But Speedy Chicken shoots through on the inside there. Excellent pass, and his climb continues. He does have a 6-second break to Bert though, but it'll be interesting to see who's managing their tyres best, as well as fuel burn. I don't really know a great deal about how the fuel burn actually runs in a lot of these cars. So it's going to be interesting to see. If I duck forward to Bert, he's in his own battle there, caught up to Lewis, hounding Lewis. So obviously we're on a straight there. The BMW, I know the M6 has got a lot of grunt. Be interesting to see if he can dart up the inside here, and he's going to get it done actually before even the braking marker.
You definitely need to fix that, because I'm watching the live stream and he was halfway up Mountain Straight before you told him that. So the spoilers are real. The spoilers are real.
I need to hold back on that. It is a little bit. I think there is a way I can delay my audio, so it's something I'm going to have to.
Maybe instead of watching the race, call it from looking at the stream.
Nah, that'll be too much delayed the other way then.
Oh.
There you go. I think I can see a little bit better what is going on, so I should be okay now. So we're still watching Bert there make his charge up towards Warren now. Warren's still in 4th place. Bert looking pretty good. In fact, Bert started dead last, I believe. Yep. So Bert's on fire. That's what's going on here. He's absolutely flying at the moment.
Good little battle up the front, Hemulin and Charged.
Yeah, let's go up. Let's go up and have a bit of a look here. So Hemulin also on the march. He's had to catch up. In fact, didn't he have to catch up something to the tune of 6 seconds after he got past Warren before he actually was able to catch up to Charged? So I'll sneak forward and just check out how he's going there. For some reason, my change view button's not working. So apologies for that. We're stuck in 3rd person, but that's a thing. Don't mind me, we're learning by doing. There's still good lap times. It's lap 4, so I don't think the pit window is going to be open yet, but I think anyone that's looking for an early strategy call to get in, get the pit stop done, get out, get some free track time, I think there's probably a few of the quicker guys maybe caught back in the pack. In fact, someone like Hemulin might actually be well served. He's run wide there. He has run a little bit wide and dropped off the back. The other thing here is that Charged is actually catching up to the Conzio. I'm not sure if he has had an accident there, an incident that has caused him to go backwards, but
Not that I've seen. I think he's just been generally just coming
Yeah.
up a bit. Whether he's playing the long game, I don't know.
Yeah, well, he could be playing the fuel-saving strategy. I know the Mustang is relatively thirsty on fuel. He's actually... Oh, he's had a bit of a incident there. Charged has now taken the lead off the Conzio, who, yeah, may be playing the long game. He might have turned the fuel right down, trying to make the tyres last. We'll go back and just watch him for a little bit, or perhaps it looks like he's suffering with a lot of understeer, a little bit of oversteer there as well. There is the possibility that he, in fact, has cooked his tyres quite a lot, although the burn looks quite good. The burn looks quite good. I'm just looking at his tyre wear there down the bottom left-hand side of the screen, and it actually looks pretty good. So let's compare tyre burn. Yeah, so have a look at the Charged, how much more tyre wear he's suffered, but they could be on different compound tyres. There's no way of me of actually seeing what he's on, so there is a possibility that the Conzio is on harder compound, but he's certainly just struggling a little bit with pace at the moment. He's under pressure by...
You've got the tyres, but the Conzio is on race hard.
Okay.
RH there, and
yes.
is on medium.
Yes, okay, yep. So Charged is on the faster compound tyre there. So definitely the Conzio playing the long game, although he was out of the blocks quickly, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was out of the blocks very, very quickly, considering it was on hard tyres. Perhaps he just felt confident and charged on, pushed forward with it.
Well, there is that potential of, just having clear air and get your head down.
That's it, and that's possibly what he's done. But either way, Charge is just starting to pull a bit of a gap, which is understandable. He's on a softer compound tyre, which means he's not going to get as far. If I go back to the Charged just very briefly, you'll notice that his tyre wear is definitely more, although still manageable, and he's got more than half a tank of fuel still, so no pit stop in sight. The interesting thing for me is going to be who can get to the end of the race without pitting, and who's going to have to do a splash and dash. But it's all looking pretty well for Charge there. If I go back to... I've actually missed it then. I've clicked away just right at that crucial time. But it does look like Hemulin has now gone past Conzio and has actually gained a 6-second gap. So I must have missed an accident there just as I went forward onto Charge. I'd say the Conzio has had himself a little bit of an incident up and over the top of the mountain.
And Bert's running soft.
Bert is on soft. Let's have a look at his tyre. You can see his tyres are a lot more...
Yeah, those back tyres are...
Yeah.
Running a bit lower. He definitely won't be racing to the end.
Yeah, he's going to have to pit. The other thing, he's down to half a tank of fuel. We're not quite at half race distance. We are just short of that. One more lap before we do get to half race distance. So it's, yeah, I think Bert is going to be, I mean, his rise, bear in mind he started from dead last.
Yeah.
So his rise to the front has been very, very good. Charge has still got the quickest lap with the 2:03.4 seconds. It'll be interesting with a bit of clear track for Bert to see if he can actually match that. His fastest currently is a 2:04.9, but I think at the same time his tyres are probably a bit too worn at this point. There's only so much pace you're going to be able to expect out of that.
As he sets the purple sector.
As he sets a purple sector, so we'll see. We might stay on board a little bit longer with Bert. We are now on lap 6 of 12, so this is half race distance. I still don't think the pit window is quite open for everyone, but again, if you were trying to split it down the middle, you could potentially go in for some fresh tyres at this point. Bert's just under half a tank of fuel, so he would have to drop his fuel back if he wanted to make the end of the race from here.
Speedy Chicken has pitted.
Speedy Chicken, let's find him.
Nice.
Speedy Chicken, there we go. Let's go down. So he has taken a pit stop, has he? I missed that, but you can see he's a long way down. A 2:42 was his last lap, so he has got enough fuel now to get to the end. I suspect with just under 3/4 of a tank of fuel, he should be fine to get to the end. I don't know how thirsty the big American-made car is there. But he's on fresh tyres, so I suspect the fastest foul is going to be setting some pretty hot times at this point. He's looking racy, straight out on an outlap. Let's keep going back to the Mojo. Looks like he followed Speedy in for the pits. Also, I know that might not quite be. No, I don't think he has. So the Mojo just getting on with business there, which is good to see.
Hemulin and Burt in the pits.
Both in the pits at the moment. I can't actually. There we go. So I'm on board with Burt now, who's putting soft tyres on by the looks of that. Selected soft, unless this changes. He's about half tyre wear on all of those tyres, so I'd imagine they were starting to be feeling like you're driving around on some licorice strips. Not a lot of grip going to be in that.
Certainly a bit raggedy, that's for sure.
So he has put more softs on. He's fueled to the end. He's got, so it looks like at the moment you need just over half a tank, sort of somewhere between half a tank and 3/4 of a tank of fuel to make it to the end of the race. But that is Burt out. He managed to retain 4th position, which is good. And Warren went in the pits as well, by the looks of it. So he's also fueled to the end. Some fresh, soft compound tyres there, which is good. Jamie's still on the hards. The tyre wear's not looking too bad. My concern is that his fuel, he might have been running a little bit rich, given that it looks like a lot of the other people that have pitted have got somewhere between a half and 3/4 of a tank. I'm wondering if where he's at, which is sort of somewhere between 1/4 and a half, is actually going to be enough to finish the race.
Yeah, well, it's certainly something like looking at the Conzio. He's definitely under the half. Tyres look fantastic. He's probably the best place to finish the race well. Charge just got a heap of fuel, so that Hyundai obviously runs on a smell of an oily rag.
Let's check out the Charge. The Charge has got, so nearly half a tank of fuel for Charged, who's on the medium compound tyres.
So the tyres might drop in performance a bit, where the Zero might come back.
Well, just looking at his last couple of lap times, you can see after that 2:03.4, which is still the fastest lap of the race on lap 3, his last...
He's the pits.
Conzio's in the pits. He's done it. He has jumped in the pits. So he's coming off the hard compound tyres. He's actually decided... She's given his pace on hard compound tyres. If he slaps softs on now, which you'd imagine that he would do... he's going to be dropping some pretty good laps towards the end of this race, I'd imagine.
Is there an option to not change tyres? Because
yes, you can. You can choose to not change tyres.
You'd almost do that. Just splash.
You might be right. It's still showing hard compound tyres. He's back out of the pits.
He's put some new ones on.
He has put some freshies, but he's put some hards on by the looks of that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So he's put some fresh, hard compound tyres. An interesting move with just 4 laps to go. Probably could have put the softs on, but he's now instantly under pressure by Burt.
At the end of the day, he probably could have actually just not even changed tyres. Leaving those hard ones on.
Yeah, he probably could have done. But so look at his pace. The previous lap before he pitted was 2:06.3, which is the same pace the Charge was running on the worn medium compounds.
Yeah.
To be fair though, Burt is pushing very hard at the moment. Couldn't find a way past the Conzio.
On soft tyres as well.
So the Conzio looks like he's got a lot of pace. Fresh set of soft compound tyres. He's already pulling away now from Burt. He's got some battle scars there showing on the big BMW. But we'll go back to the Conzio. I think, so what is he, 9.6 seconds behind Hemulin and Charged. So I think on hard compound tyres, with 4 laps remaining, it's going to be tough for him from here to catch the front two, but we'll have to see how those front two are going. There's a little bit of a gap there. Charged actually 18 seconds out in front now of the Hemulin. He's having a very solid race, mind you, but it's going to be a lonely race because he's 18 seconds behind Charge and 10 seconds in front of the Conzio. So a bit of a lonely one for Hemulin, who is still good on tyres and fuel. So he is, I'm pretty comfortable to say that he's going to the end of the race at this point.
I'd say so.
But yeah, it might be a bit of a lonely one. Let's check out how Charged is going up the front there. You can see the tyre wear a little bit more. In fact, to the tune of about half one on the front right. He's got to be starting to feel some understeer now.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you look at the times as well, 6.667, whereas the Hemulin behind him is currently running, he's obviously had a stop on the lap 6, but he was a 2:01 and a 2:03. I'm guessing that 2:01 was a discounted time though, since it's not registered.
It could be the first lap after the outlap, which is generally a little bit quicker.
Okay. Yep, fair enough.
Yeah, so, but either way, if he is running, let's go back down and have a look at the Hemulin's times. He's running 2:03.4 that last lap, so he's very nearly taken the fastest lap of the race on the last lap, only missing out by 0.05 of a second there. But given that was a 2:03.4, he's going to be catching the Charge to the tune of about 3 seconds a lap. So if Charged is going to pit, I'd suggest he'd want to do it almost immediately. But he would drop out of the lead. I reckon he'd be back with the Conzio somewhere, is where I put him, possibly even behind him, somewhere around the Conzio and Burt. But it's interesting, if he's going to make this last, he's only got a quarter of a tank of fuel, 3 laps to go. He'd probably be right, to be honest, if he's turned his fuel down.
I was going to say, if he's managing the fuel, that's not a problem. The tyres are going to become a problem. He's not going to get any faster. But if he can manage to maintain what he's at the moment, he's not going to lose enough time to lose the race.
Yeah, I think I agree. He can actually afford to do... His last lap was a 2:07. Let's find out what this lap is as he crosses the line. It is a 2:06.9, so he's actually found a little bit more pace. If he can sit at high 2:06s, low 2:07, he can afford to drop to a 2:09 and sit there, and he will still win this race with only 2 laps to go and a 14-second deficit back to the Hemulin, who is flying. I just don't know if he's going to have enough time. I suspect he will not have enough time with 2 laps to go.
The Hemulin's got the bit between his teeth because he's just gone the fastest lap of the race.
He has 2:03.1, cracking lap time there, an in-race lap. The tyre wear for him looks really, really good. So he's on those medium compound tyres, and it's obviously not a bad option. It'll be interesting to see how people go. And this could be a bit of a learning experience for them as well, getting themselves prepared for the actual 1.2 hour. This one obviously being a 12-lap race. I suspect the final race time will be around about the 25-minute mark somewhere. So they're going to have to extrapolate that out over 37 laps for the main race next weekend. But probably some learning to be had. Yeah, the difference in concept between medium compound tyres, and a 2:03.1 on a medium tyre in race. That's a pretty quick lap. That is a fairly quick lap. You drop that to softs, you'd suspect you'd find at least a second or 2, and suddenly you're talking an in-lap race of 2:01, which is starting to get really, really fast. So the Hemulin looking good for next weekend. We'll drop back to the Conzio, who is 12 seconds away from Hemulin. Starting to get some pressure actually by Burt, who, in fact, last time we checked on them, was Burt not in third?
No.
No, he wasn't.
He was in front. Yep.
Yeah, no, you're right. So he's actually pulled 13 seconds away from the Speedy Chicken, someone who was a bit of a favourite going in, bearing in mind he did start, I think, third last, and unfortunately was involved in a few incidences in the first corner there. Actually got 4 seconds worth of penalties there, so I don't know what's happened to Speedy Chicken. He'll be trying to lift and coast a bit to remove that slowdown penalty during the race, so he doesn't have to worry about that when he crosses the line, because Lewis is right behind him.
Might need to watch the replay for that one, because just as I sort of flicked to Speedy Chicken before you did, I saw he was coming across the skyline, and Warren Walker was facing the wrong direction.
Oh, right, okay, so Warren's had an incident, and that might have actually caused... Oh, Speedy out wide here. Oh, and he's had a spin. Yellow flags. Lewis has taken 5th place. Speedy has just got out, run too wide, got out on the grass, and it's caused him to immediately spin around. Not ideal there for Speedy Chicken, but and now he's back under pressure from Warren, who it sounds like he might have had an incident with Warren actually at the top of Skyline anyway, which might have caused him to cut down through the S's, which is where he would have got that penalty from. He might have done that to avoid Warren. who has had his own little moment in the background there. He's had a bit of an oversteer problem. Tyre wear starting to get down on those rear tyres. We've got a sorry from Bert. What's happened? What has happened up the front there?
No, that's from the start of the race.
Oh, that's from the start. I've only just seen that there pop up. But either way, the battle here for third place is actually looking pretty hot with just this lap and one more to go. We're on the penultimate lap now. Bert's just dropped back a little bit there, down to a second behind. Looks like it's getting a bit taily. I can tell you now from experience that M6 does get taily with a bit of tyre wear. So it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be able to nab that spot. But yeah, Speedy Chicken came into the race as probably one of the favourites. Has had a solid race, but not necessarily the best. Be interesting to see how happy he is with that. Mojo up to 8th there. So the Mojo's is going along alright, because he was, I think last time we checked in on him, he was down in 10th. Looks like Jamie there might have had himself a little drama at some point as well. But a little bit of a lonely race down the back as well. 3.5 second behind Mojo. And then Piosco in 10th place. A few battle scars on that car. Not 100% sure what's happened to him there. But the liveries look great, Ryan. It's good to see the Bathurst 1.2 hour logo, which was uploaded by this man you can see on screen, Piosco. Was good enough to make the Declan upload it. It looks like most people have actually got that on their car.
Yeah, there's a fair few people. I think a lot of people have got the CR logo instead.
Yeah, which is fine, which is all good. Warren's livery does look very nice there, the Petronas Mercedes AMG GT3.
I think one of my favourites would almost be Hemulin's. That or Piosco's.
Going back through for the final lap, what have we got? We've got some gaps here, so something's obviously happened. Charged is 8.8 seconds in the lead now. Have a look at the tyre wear that man is currently dealing with. He was out in front, sorry, that's my bad. His fuel light is currently flashing, so he is running on epic fuel saving mode here. His tyres, which are mediums, he's done... So he hasn't pitted, has he? He's done this entire race on one set of mediums, which must be horrendous, but his lap times are good. 2:07. That's not a terrible lap time. That's the sort of lap time you can expect out of hards.
Yeah, just maintaining the sort of a decent lap time. He has the whole race. If you look at it, like he's been 2:03.4 on the third lap, but once he hit the fourth lap, he's been about that 5, 6, and then sort of just hung around the 6s.
He has
for the whole race. So
he's actually handled the tyres really well, and the fuel. It's flashing, but he's going to cross the line. So the Charge takes the win of qualifying race 1. Congratulations. Good, really good race there. The Hemulin pushed on hard, closed a 20-odd second gap down to 7 seconds. But great to see him come in second. The Conzier, really good race. Started from pole actually. So he's just sort of gone about his business there. Got it done for a third place. Bert, he did start stone motherless last. So that's a really, really good race to come back to 4th position there. As we go back to Lewis, who, again, it's just sort of had a solid race. You can see his lap times there. 2:03.9 was a good lap. He's had some 2:06s, 7s. I'd say his tyres are going bad now at the very end with the 2:08 for his previous lap. But he's going to cross the line for 5th position, 6 seconds in front of the Speedy Chicken, who has had an up and down race. It'll be interesting to see what he thinks about it. It looks like he's actually rolling across the line there, having run out of fuel. That's what I'm thinking has happened there. He's got nothing left, so...
And Warren was pretty much the same.
And Warren was about the same. We'll shoot through to Warren. Yeah, he's on nothing, so those two have rolled through together. Next, we've got Jamie coming down the hill. Look, to be honest, I'm not sure how Jamie has gone for most of this race, but everyone is pretty light on fuel at the moment. He looks to have slightly more than the two in front of him, but he's going to come through to bring home 8th position there. So next we go back to Piosco, another 10 seconds back. Quite a nice little livery there. You are quite right. He's got no fuel in the tank at all. Have a look at how low that the fuel is down to empty there. but he's going to bring home 9th place. And
Running on the vapors.
yeah, absolutely. Mojo, a little bit more fuel in the car there. Tyre wear's not too bad. So that is the race run. And Doug, congratulations. Obviously, a congratulations to...
Those tyres would have been just absolutely shocking.
3/4 worn on the front right there for Charged. But he's gone through and done a really, really good job. So congratulations to Charged for taking that race win. I'm going to go straight up while I think about it and hit save a replay.
But overall, pretty good. I mean, there was a bit of teething whilst everyone sort of found their place within the track.
There was.
But yeah, overall, good racing by everyone.
It was indeed. So yes, that is qualifying race 1 done. I've got the replay, so I should have all the race results. Can I go to a race summary? Is that something I can do? Would have been race results. There we go. I can even have a look at the lap chart there. But we'll go up to the race results. And you can see how it played out. So the Hemulin did get the fastest lap in the end with that 2:03.1. Cracking lap on a set of medium tyres.
Definitely got that Aston Martin tuned quite well.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Humming along. So, look, welcome to everyone who's joined in the live stream during that race. I wasn't paying attention on chat at all. Obviously, I was just watching the race. But look, it's really good to have these 10 people who signed up. I think I'm going to end sign-ups pretty much any time now. So if you want to sign up for the second qualifying race, which will be coming up this Sunday night, Australian time. So the times are over on my website. Again, I'll link the website here. .com. You can go straight over there, go on the Bathurst 1.2 hour page. It gives you the details of the race, the time of the next qualifying race, all the rules that work and everything like that. But I am about to remove that entry list. So if you want to jump in, you've got not much time. But it was a very good race. So I want to thank all the participants there, all the people for staying on the stream and watching during the race. It was great to have you all here. Hemulin, you always drive for Aston Martin in the FIA races, so now it's pretty good. Interested to hear from Speedy Chicken if you're in the chat. What you thought of your race? And obviously we'll speak to Charged as well, the race winner, if he's here.
Yeah. How did it feel driving on those tyres?
Yeah. How did you go? Because that must have been. Can't wait to watch race 2. Yeah. Yeah, looking forward to race 2 to see how that goes. That'll be Sunday night, so that's good because it means I don't have to get up as early in the morning to to do it. But I'll make a highlight of this race where it's really just the race. So I can. Charged is OP. Charged is OP. It was a good race, and he just got out the front. As Ryan said before, got out the front, did his thing. Stuck to a lap time. I feel probably stuck to a consistent lap time, and just managed his tyres, managed his fuel, managed to find time on massively worn tyres at the end there. So, no, just a good race. Well-deserved win. Please nerf Charged. I'll see what I can do, Luca. I'll see what I can do. Couldn't keep it together over Skyline. That's all right, Warren. That is all right. Well, look, that is the end of race 1. I'm going to end the stream there. Nice, short, fast, loud stream. As I say, I'll make a race highlight. I'll do that almost immediately. So if you have enjoyed the race, please do leave a like. It does help me out. But yeah, thanks for joining me, Ryan, as well.
No worries.
I'll put the race results up on my website as well at some stage through the day. And I'll have a look at the replay. But yes, I will. No, it's good to have you here, Warren. It's good to have everyone that participated, as I say, and watched the live stream as well. So I'm going to end the telecast there. Telecast, Jesus, what is this? The live stream. Don't even know where I plucked that from, to be honest with you.
Channel 7 all over you,
yeah,
mate.
Channel 7. Yeah, that's it. Message me, bros.
I'd rather you over Brett any day.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Appreciate that. But no, thanks, Ryan. Thanks to the participants. Thanks to everyone. And I will see you for race 2 this Sunday night, which I think will be Sunday morning for most of you Northern Hemisphere people. So hopefully you can join us for the watch there. And those of you who weren't in this race, if you've raced in this race, so those 10 people you can see on the screen there will not be eligible to race in race 2, any of them. They've had their race now. I'm about to take the sign up down off the website, so if you haven't done it, your time is running out. And then, much like race 1, it'll be by my list only. I'll put a list up of everyone that has joined. And that's how it will be. So thank you all very much. Thanks, Ryan.
No worries.
And we will talk to you all again very soon. Bye for now.